Ladies and gentlemen, we've got more action for you here at the Marina Bay Sands, the Roar of Singapore 5, Kings of the Lion City. It's all happening here in Singapore. This next bout is bantamweight action. 10 3-minute rounds of bantamweight action. Let's first bring out the old challenger fighting out of the blue corner.
He is undefeated, 15 knockouts from his 17 wins. Manyo Plange, the Ghanaian Black Flash, and Andy Whitelaw. He is another one of these boxers from Africa with so much to prove.
We have a potential fight of the night candidate on our hands. This man is 30 years old, supremely talented, and when he was just 9, he walked into a gym in Accra, Ghana. Children beat me up that first session, he told us, but he never gave up. He wanted to fight. He has an amateur record of 150 fights, 120 wins. He's got a smile on him, but don't be fooled, because this man is ruthless. He's got punching power. He's swift as well. He does, however, have his work cut out for him in Michael Dasmarinas tonight.
But he's certainly relaxed as he comes to the ring. Two-time Commonwealth Games representative. He was also at the Beijing Olympics, been to multiple world champs. But this is a real step up against the power-punching Pinoy and a Michael gloves on fire Dasmarinas.
Ladies and gentlemen, the blue corner is in the Ringstar ring. Let's bring out his opponent, world champion, fighting out of the red corner, Michael Dasmarinas.
There are not many men who can silence our MC, John Nutt. But Michael Dasmarinas is one of them. Mike and Shosa. Just another one of these great southpaws that the Philippines seem to keep producing.
You know what's exciting about this fight is that these two fighters are very similar. Started at 8 years old, Manyo. Mike Dasmarinas started at 9 years old. They also have very good amateur battles, but the difference is Mike has the belt. Although this fight is a non-title fight, Michael Dasmarinas' numbers are impressive, but Manyo Plange is challenging him. Michael Dasmarinas' last fight was against Karim Guerfi, and out of his last 10 fights, he scored 8 knockouts. And that's why this fight is interesting, because, as Andrew said a while ago, his opponent Manyo comes in undefeated with 15 knockouts his belt. The numbers of Michael: 28 wins, 90 knockouts, 2 losses. Age 26, much younger than the 30-year-old Black Flash.
And he is a man who knows how to execute his game plan. He knows boxing. He knows it very, very well. He knows how to construct a knockout. Well, let's have a look. Dasmarinas, far more experienced, the former WBC, two-time WBC World Youth Champion. He is taller, he's the heavier puncher, and he is the southpaw. Although Manyo Plange, 15 knockouts from his 17 wins.
Let's get up and let's get ill, fight fans. We are here live at the Marina Bay Sands in Singapore. This is Ringstar Championship Boxing, the Roar of Singapore. Singapore, make some noise! First, your fighter out of the blue corner. The blue corner is 30 years old, 17 wins with 15 knockouts to his accreditation. He weighed in at 52.8 kgs and stands at 163 centimeters. Coming out of Fixed Square Boxing Gym and hailing from Africa, he is Manyo the Black Flash Plange! although this is a non-title fight, I will refer to the next man as the champion. That's right, the red corner is 26 years of age with 18 wins, 28 wins, 19 of those via knockout. He weighed in at 53.8 kgs and stands at 170 centimeters tall, representing Hardstone Monis Boxing Gym. And coming to you from the Philippines, Singapore, give it up for Michael Gloves on Fire Dasmarinas! 10 3-minute rounds of bantamweight action. And again, although the title's not on the line, we've got a challenger, we've got a champion. This is IBO boxing at its finest. Singapore, the Marina Bay Sands, the Roar of Singapore, Ringstar, make some noise! 3 judges at ringside, and when it gets underway, Kevin Pine is in charge of the action.
Third man in center ring, Kevin
10 3-minute
Pine.
rounds of professional boxing. Please act professionally at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times, guys. Best of luck. Touch him up.
Now notice straight away too, he's wearing Everlast gloves, punches gloves, Dasmarinas. Everlast, of course, produce a combination horsehair and foam gloves that suits punches. And you get the choice as a professional of what gloves you can wear. Southpaw straight away, circling to his right. The lead hand of Plange is something that is very, very good, and with his amateur pedigree, look to see that used to good effect.
Well, tapes have revealed that Plange really uses his hands a lot, and that Michael Dasmarinas prepared for that. And he will go to the body as part of the plan. A shorter fighter this time against Karim Gorfi. Gorfi was much bigger and taller, but he dropped this guy. But Plange is going to use his hands, as you see, as we saw in his tapes, and that's what the Dasmarinas camp has prepared for.
Didn't like the way that Plange just, when he threw that volley of shots, he walked forward with his chin up. He needs to be very careful because Dasmarinas is a very good counter puncher, and he knows how to draw you onto a shot. And watch him, this is shades of Karim Gorfi as well, going to the body with the left hand, breaking him down, bringing that right elbow down so he can sneak the left hand power shot over the top.
We often talk about what's become that iconic finish against Karim Gorfi. We saw Dasmarinas curate the knockout. He went to the body, and just when Gorfi thought it was coming again, smash, knocks him out.
Sharp right hand from Plange. He has got a very impressive record of his own. 50 amateur fights, 120 wins. This is his first real step up to the big time. That's a big right hook to the body there from Dasmarinas, meaning he's getting into range if he can land that hook to the body. Exchanging power shots, and you can just sense that Dasmarinas carries the anvil, whereas it's a slightly smaller hammer in the hands of Plange. Look at that lead hand control, Dasmarinas. He's pouring with that lead hand, looking to see if Plange is going to buy into it. He slips the right hand well, looking for the counter left. Notice how he's moving to his right. He throws that lead hand and shuffles, slides to his right. Moving now, Plange around, starting to dictate and control.
A lot of people have doubted how Plange is going to fight Dasmarinas, but right now you can see he has a fight. Although he is shorter and he has his reach advantage goes to Mike, you know that Plange is here to fight. The amateur background is coming, and you can see it. And look at how he's moving. He's attacking when he needs to, moving back when he needs to. This is a very, very close round.
Fast hands for the Black Flash, as you expect, but the body work being done by Dasmarinas, and just this opening round, he's already landed so many clean shots.
That's a very, very point. Andrew, one more. The body work is so critical in these long bouts. The fact that he's landing heavily so early in the round means he's already onto his range. Perhaps he doesn't respect the power of Manyo Plange either. So interesting stuff, and let's have a look at that bodywork.
Well, it's stunning. It's what Dasmarinas does best. He sets it up so beautifully, and he stacks them on top of one another. I mean, each of them
Marina Bay
is box
Sands,
office stuff. He has 2,
Ringstar,
3, or
the
4.
I miss your arms around me. Now you found me, and we're floating off the ground. When I used to pass the hours, I was lost, but baby, now it's.
So we have a fight in our hands, gentlemen.
Round 2 underway. What will also tire Manyo Plange is the fact
Second
he's
jab.
missing a lot of shots. Dasmarinas' eyes barely move, but he's making him miss by narrow margins. Plange has to be cautious. He has to realize he's against a counter fighter, a very skilled one. And if he's going to overbalance and throw caution to the wind, well, he is at risk of that big counter shot, in particular the left hook over the top. Pouring with his right hand, trying to slip his head on the outside, but he paused in range. Dasmarinas looking downstairs again. I like the way too, after he throws that left to the body, he's going under the left hook counter.
Now, clearly Plange knows that that left hand is going to be released a lot of times and thrown by Mike Dasmarinas. You can see how Plange is moving away from it.
Good work from Plange, but he's not connecting a lot of shots. Dasmarinas so composed, so compact in defense, and his eyes on at all times, not creating an opening or getting rough and under pressure. Left hand on the temple there. Plange took it well.
Dasmarinas totally unfazed by the power of the Black Flash.
I just wonder if he's setting up for a left uppercut here. Oh, there's the left hook. Plange took that one on the temple, but it was set up by the bodywork once again. Look at the elbows, they're starting to drop when Dasmarinas just shows to the body.
Well, obviously he knows about the power and he's felt the power already that Dasmarinas has been unleashing to the body of Plange. But we have to understand Plange is also throwing punches and he's doing it quite well, if I may say so. He's not rattled by Dasmarinas. He's fighting a good fight so far.
That's a heavy straight left to the body right on the belt line. Kevin Pine saying keep it up, young man. Both of these fighters made their professional debut in 2012. The uppercut narrowly missing the mark there. Was taken on the chest of Dasmarinas. Counters over the top with the left hand. But Plange is still there. He's still looking for shots. Wings that right hand there.
Plange is confident. The way he's moving, he knows, he thinks he's in a fight plan. He thinks he can beat Dasmarinas. You can see him in how he's moving.
Plenty of self-belief,
Right.
all the self-belief for a man who's never tasted defeat. He's got to be wary though. He's expecting that body shot, and that's when Dasmarinas can switch it and go for the head.
Now, if you just notice there, Dasmarinas is starting to get him to drift into the left hand. His foot is on the outside. When he can get Plange moving, there's that counter left hand. When he can get Plange moving to his right into Dasmarinas' left hand, that's when he doubles up the impact. Well, another tight round. Still, the power shots landed by Dasmarinas.
As we said, no, Plange is here to fight. And look at that attack by Plange. Really moving back Dasmarinas, and Dasmarinas says no way.
Ringstar, the Marina Bay Sands. The Covatella girls bringing us into round.
Get this party started!
Something new is here on Singtel TV.
That looks delicious.
All right, well, let's get our trucks, let's get rolling.
The best of food and lifestyle channels are only on Singtel TV.
Welcome to your new home.
Awesome.
Do you know what this means?
Catch these exciting channels now on Singtel TV.
You just blew my mind.
Oh, yeah!
So good.
Career as he comes out of the blue corner, the Black Flash from Ghana.
Mike Achosa, what would you like to see more of from Manyo Plange?
from Plange? Well, he has to, to challenge really a left-handed fighter like Dasmarinas, that's right straight lead. No? He has to be busier than Dasmarinas, and he has to negate that distance. But Mike Dasmarinas is controlling the distance, although Plange is trying, but he's not able to bring that fight to Dasmarinas, which is good for Mike.
It's a little similar to, in some ways, to the King fight, which Shitasuk fight, in that he's fighting well, but he's not fighting well enough to set Dasmarinas off to create the openings. It's Dasmarinas who's slowly turning the tide, and again landing to the body pretty heavily whenever he comes on the inside, and not really taking anything too clean.
But I like the way Plange is throwing punches. He's throwing them correctly, in fact. Very near and connecting, albeit to the shoulders and the gloves, but he is connecting.
Well, we were sprayed ringside by the sweat off Michael Dasmarinas' head. His Plange landed a pair of right hands. He constructed that well. He went to the body and created his own opening, then went down the tubes.
He certainly got the self-belief, Plange, but he got that look again from Dasmarinas. You got nothing on me, you can't hurt me.
You know what's interesting about this match? You have a Filipino, and you have a guy from Ghana, you know, and seen all over the world. I like it because, you know, as you said, a lot of Filipinos, good Filipino fighters, but we are unable, a lot of them are unable to actually get out and be seen to the world.
Plange just sliding his right hand on the inside of the lead hand of the Dasmarinas. Dasmarinas landing the right hook, looking to use that as a barrier to circle Plange into his left hand. It's the shades of Karim Guerfi though. The work rate from Plange. He's moving forward. Dasmarinas trying to walk him onto a shot. Double tap on the left hand there.
He's doing well, Plange, as you asked me a while ago, Andrew. I mean, he has to be more aggressive. He really has to bring the fight to Dasmarinas. And he's been doing that in spurts.
Yeah, this round is the first time, Andrew, where he's just started to shut down the offense of Dasmarinas. He's breaking his rhythm a little more, not allowing him to set the tone. In fact, it could be narrowly edging Plange's way.
It's for sure the most promising round for the Ghanaian. We want to see more of those flurries, those bursts that we talk of, Mike. Those are the moments where it looks right, he looks every bit the 17-0 contender that entered this ring.
End of the third round of 10. A bit of a resurgence from Manyo Plange. He might have done enough to swing the judges his way. Could be a 50-50 round, Michael Chosa.
And this was one of those positive moments. He's always looking for that right uppercut, lands the 1-2 well. Wild left hook misses, and he comes back. He's ferocious when he's in that.
Always on your side. Fair price, on fair price, on.
In Africa, stepping up in class and showing he has the ability to foot it with the IBO World Bantamweight Champion.
Oops.
Round 4. This was the round that sounded the death knell for Karim Guerfi. But I think Plange has a little more to offer. He's getting more confident too with that lead right hand, throwing it down the middle and sliding his head on the outside of the lead hand of Dasmarinas.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing, Mike, as we talked about the advantages of the right orthodox versus south. Plange is moving faster. Look at that. That left foot is coming out of that right foot lead of Mike Dasmarinas.
Well, we're now starting to understand why he's called the Black Flash. It looks like he's got a narrow speed advantage now that Dasmarinas has been in for a couple of rounds. Some of his speed has just waned a little.
Hasn't had as much joy with that left hand to the body.
Well, he's taking it away. He's got the rhythm, Manyo Plange. And talking to the African fighters during the week, they have come here to win. They have a sense of confidence about them. Nice uppercut, right hook from Dasmarinas. Notice he's drifting to his left now, into the right hand power of Manyo. Maybe he's trying to draw the right hand.
Plange pressing the attack. Dasma happily countering.
That's a heavy body shot. Good punching combinations.
Now they can sense a positive fourth round for the Ghanaian.
And Dasmarinas, he's just a little more impatient now. He's trying that left hand slightly more wildly. We know he carries a bomb in there, but he needs to construct it. Pouring with his own lead hand and Plange. Good head movement. He's finding a way that lead right hand as well. Nice little check right hook from the southpaw.
Busier fighter against Plange in this round. Dasmarinas still looking for that body shot, trying to slow down the Black Flash.
He's not finding it as easily. Right on cue there. Came upstairs with the uppercut off the two-fisted volley to the body. There's that lead right hand. Not a lot of sting on it, but it's creating difficulties for Dasmarinas. He's having to figure out Manyo Plange.
Well, the analysis of Dasmarinas' side is that Plange will really use a lot. In Tagalog, just for me to share that, it's makamay. You know, they use the hands a lot. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's just throwing them out there, sometimes without any sting. As you said, you described it a while ago, Mike. He's just putting it out there, and that's exactly what's confusing Mike Dasmarinas.
Plange is also getting his hand over the top, his lead hand over the top of the right jab of Dasmarinas, and that's taking away some of his ability to leverage and shorten his left hand. Well, I've got to say, that's a round that I've locked away into the bag. I'm not a judge, of course, it is unofficial. For Manyo Plange, perhaps we see a changing of the tide as we head towards the fifth round.
Well, here's the impetus, perhaps switching. Growing in confidence, Manyo Plange goes for a wild left hook, but lands to the body with the left, then the right. This was far more impressive from the Black Flash, showing.
Lahat tayo may kanya-kanyang laban. Iba-iba. Araw-araw. May laban ka ba? Cobra! May lakas ng vitamin D complex, taurine, ginseng at inositol na tumutulong para kahit walang katapusan ng laban, walang atrasan. Thank you, Idol. Para sa amin, pag meron ka nito, wala kang talo.
Is the halfway point in this non-title bout. 10 3-minute rounds. Michael Dasmarinas on the right of your screen in the red gloves. And the Black Flash, Manyo Plange, growing in confidence halfway through the bout.
Great test here for Michael Dasmarinas, a 2008 Olympian Plange. He's been to the Commonwealth Games as well in 2006. We spoke of his glowing amateur record. There's been such a buzz about Dasmarinas. He'll have some big challenges for that belt coming up, but he's got to get past this test first.
He slid a nice little cheeky right hand in, and Dasmarinas getting wild with that left hook. Signs of impatience, Mike Chaser, with this quick fight from Ghana. He's just starting to read it a little better.
Well, that's true, and also plus the fact that both corners are really wet now, and it's slippery. But you're right, that was a very wild right and left thrown by Michael Dasmarinas, trying to catch Plange as he was moving back.
Well, Plange is now setting the rhythm. He's dictating the pace far more. The early going was all to Dasmarinas. Now he's starting to track him down, forces Plange against the ropes, landed a couple of thudding shots. Dasmarinas looking to time the left hand over the top.
You know, I think if Plange settles down and stands toe-to-toe with Mike, that will be a mistake. What he's been doing since the first round is exactly what he needs to do against Mike Dasmarinas. Stay away, connect when you want to, throw the punches, but if you stand toe-to-toe with Mike, you might have a problem.
Well, he's been counter-fighting well, and again, he's looking to slide that right hand down the middle, inside the lead hand of Dasmarinas. A classic tactic against the southpaw. Of course, one that Manny Pacquiao suffered from the most devastating of his career.
Dasmarinas miss.
That's when Plange has looked strong focus when he loads up those combinations and singles. The power in them isn't going to cause too much worry to Dasmarinas.
Little showboating now. Dasmarinas, he's drifting to his left. He's trying to slip the right hand, come back to left hook counter, or the overhand left counter.
He's trying to lure Plange in. He doesn't want
Well, Plange is coming on, but he's not landing a huge amount, but pressure is starting to tell on Michael Dasmarinas. He's not throwing a lot back in anger. Trying to draw Plange into a firefight. There's a sharp left hook, left hand rather, to remind Plange to be cautious.
Plenty of output from Plange. He's staying busy, but not landing a lot of clean shots.
This is another round that Plange looks to be in the books for. This fight starting to even up. 6 in the bank. Plange playing to the crowd, showboating midway through the round as well. As we head on the downhill slide now, round 6 coming up next.
Well, it's a fascinating battle. He did land one of those signature left hands to the body, but here's Manyo Plange loading up those combinations. It's not really dangerous work though, is it?
about 6 punches. Maybe not connecting, but he will throw those punches.
Well, what he's done too is he's taken over the rhythm of the fight. He's dictating tempo. Michael Dasmarinas isn't being allowed to work to his preferred pace, and the Black Flash is starting to take control a little in the mid-rounds. He's not the bigger puncher of the two, but his volume is very effective.
Plange has done so well to negate the game plan of Dasmarinas. Early doors, it just looked like that left body shot was going to lure Plange into the trap. We haven't seen it in recent rounds.
Dasmarinas really struggling with the speed now. Plange just got to be cautious though. He's overbalancing from time to time.
But make no mistake, gentlemen, whenever Mike throws, not as much as Plange, he does connect. That left hand has been connecting, except that again, as we watch this fight, and if you leave this to the judges, you won't know what those two judges are seeing. They see it from different angles.
Plange, slide that right hand down the middle once again. Lead hand control, both fighters looking for it. Dasmarinas is doing a little more work with his right hand now.
There's a right foot going out of that right foot lead. They're together again.
When he gets his foot on the outside like that, that's when he starts to land to the body. And the difference in the fight anyway is that Dasmarinas has allowed Plange to get his foot on the outside. He's been forced in the other direction.
Plange as the aggressor moving forward, he's hungry.
He's taking the fight to Dasmarinas, but as we see it from where we stand or sit, he's not really connecting as much as the crowd is reacting.
The problem for Dasmarinas is he's not firing enough back. He's starting to wonder now how the conditioning will track. Plange showing no signs of slowing down, particularly with the absence of that body work. And, that is something that will slow down a faster-handed fighter over the course. Dasmarinas pouring with the right jab. Plange ghosting his way out of trouble.
Dasmarinas slight signal with the head movement, asking Plange to come on.
It's just becoming a little bit one-dimensional just in terms of throwing shots, loading up on single shots. Not the same snap as he had earlier. Nice little counter right hand, good work from Plange. Catching him leaning in with that right hook. Good movement from both fighters. Quality international boxing.
Is there time for another flurry with 5 seconds left in the round?
He's not quite in that round, but Plange has looked better. He's looked more aggressive and thrown be a swing round in the 6th round. Perhaps on the judges' card could very well be either even Stevens or a narrow lead for Plange.
He's being the aggressor. The shots aren't hurting Dasmarinas, but he's the busier fighter. This is what the judges will see.
In that exchange, Mike came back and connected, and then Plange came back again and did not connect. So that's what we're trying to.
Lahat tayo may kanya-kanyang laban. Iba-iba. Araw-araw. May laban ka ba? Cobra! May lakas ng vitamin D complex, taurine, ginseng at inositol na tumutulong para kahit walang katapusan ng laban, walang atrasan.
Thank you, Idol.
Ayun. Para sa amin, pag meron ka nito, wala kang talo.
Underway, this is round number 7. Manyo Plange starting to dictate terms through the mid-rounds. Michael Dasmarinas, though, he is the more powerful of the two punches, the more economical, and when he lands with good effect. Plange continuing. Nice straight right hand that he throws. It's a left hook. It's catching off balance. His corner really geeing him on. I think he's found something. Dasmarinas holding on. Mike Achosa, is he looking a little bit tired?
Well, I'm sensing that he's slowing down a bit, and he's surprised by Plange. I know the conditioning level of Dasmarinas, and I don't think we can say that he's slowing down, except that Plange keeps on attacking.
Plange's corner going absolutely wild, but it's giving him all the encouragement he needs. He doesn't seem to need much encouragement. He fights in flashes. We've said it and we'll say it again. Is Dasmarinas in any trouble? He doesn't look in any danger of being wobbled or rocked by these flurries.
No, so far none. But again, as we're observing, the busier fighter will always get the round.
The concern I have with Dasmarinas is he's starting to show a little signs of fatigue. And that can allow the busier fighter to potentially take over. And we now need him to find his second win and find his mark. Still looking to circle to his right, get his foot on the outside. Dasmarinas is waiting now. Plange slowed down. Good head movement once again from the Ghanaian.
Less than a minute to go, round number 7.
That straight line is very low. Give him to get it up.
Those punches, they weren't connecting at all, but he was throwing those punches. And Mike could throw 1, 2, 3 power punches.
Dasmarinas, if he wants to steal these rounds back, he just needs to land. We know he's the more effective puncher of the two, but he's got to touch him up. He has to land. And Plange is taking away that feel for him.
I almost feel he's been biding his time, Dasmarinas, but the clock is running down. He needs to find a home for that vicious left hand. He needs to light up those gloves on fire.
He's been a little more effective. Just caught him on his heels slightly. Well, that's another round in the bag. For mine, that was a closer round because Dasmarinas did land and connect with some clean shots. Plange himself, though he's more aggressive, there was nothing particularly clean that he landed. This could be a swing round. Mike Achosa could go either way. Well.
Plange staying nice and hydrated. This is the shot to the body that the crowd got pretty worked up about. And earlier on, again, a flurry from Plange, but not really doing any damage. He does land a jab in between the guard there. Nothing to really worry Dasmarinas.
Bringing us into round number 8.
Look at the slow-mo action, but you know.
Fight Sports HD. Now available on StarHub Channel 212.
For these later rounds.
Well,
Has
I
he
hope
got
he
something
is
in the
at this point, but we only have 8, 9, and 10, and he needs to up his tempo.
Well, this is round number 8. Dasmarinas, he needs to win what are known as the championship rounds. Just 3 to go. Plange throwing still, very aggressive. He's missing a lot. Dasmarinas now starting to come back with that left hand to the body once again. Looking for the chopping right hook as well.
Plange showing no signs of flagging. He's been able to keep this pace up, which is impressive. His cornermen won't let him.
Oh, that's very true. We hear the corner egging Plange on. Oh, uppercut by. Those connections are things that we don't see. Not easily seen. No? There's an uppercut by Dasmarinas there, followed by a body shot.
Those are good shots. What Plange is doing well, though, he's stealing points back. He slips there. The ring is starting to become very slippery.
Yeah, exactly. We want to do it, yeah.
On the canvas. But he steals points back with eye-catching flurries. They don't really land. But once again, in close rounds, the subjective elements and the angles that the judges are on come into play.
But make no mistake, Plange really came to fight, and he prepared for Dasmarinas.
Dasmarinas starting to land. He's got closer now with that right hook. The straight left to the body as well. He's just perhaps starting to walk him down a little bit more. Plange's output has dropped a little. And Dasmarinas now starting to land a little closer and a little more heavily with his power shots. Gloves very high, digs to the body once again. Could this be the second win for the IBO World Champion? He certainly needs it.
Now is time to uncork that notorious left.
I think the shot that he might catch him with is the right hook, actually. There's that left hand, and he might well argue Manyo Plange took those shots to the body. Notice the elbows are dropping to below the belt line.
Big round for Dasmarinas now.
Needs to come up the middle, though. He's drawing the elbows to the outside.
Plange lying down really at this point, very visibly, and that is allowing Michael Dasmarinas to really connect with those body shots.
Of the two fighters, if one of them got an opening, it's Dasmarinas who can finish this fight.
Yeah, because a while ago, Plange had so many openings he could not finish.
He's looking to land that.
Is the moment, round 9.
The penultimate round, round number 9 of 10. Dasmarinas had looked to turn the tide a little in round number 8, but he needs to continue that work. Manyo Plange has been very active throughout, looking for that counter right hook. Dasmarinas, he walked him down a lot in the 8th round, missing wildly with that left hand.
But clearly the speed advantage is going to Plange, and he's been able to make Dasmarinas miss it.
You see, he got control of the lead hand there. It was borderline, Kevin by warning them for being low, but I think there was nothing wrong with it. I'd go there.
Fighters throwing body shots, Mike.
I'd go there again if I was Dasmarinas to continue. The lead hand control. Plange lands a little flurry, but nothing on it. Pit back punches. Dasmarinas looking to set the right hand. Looking to come back for that. Slightly a little long now, though.
Very little in the way of power. Plenty of speed. Power lacking.
What's wrong with Mike is able to stand in front of him and just waiting for the moment to throw. Plus, Plange is also, you know, a little bit feisty and really moves. He makes Dasmarinas miss.
Dasmarinas, he's slowly walking him down. He's more effective when he lands that right hand, though. Plange, light shot, but he throws the pit patch and then he moves. He's causing Dasmarinas to shift and adjust. Good body work though from the Filipino.
But gentlemen, Plange is taking the punches of Mike Dasmarinas. The few that have been connecting to
Plange is coming on. He landed a couple of the body and a nice straight right hand. They don't have the same velocity, but he's landed consistently the right hand once again. And once again, the Ghanian's corner calling him on. Very, very animated. 50 seconds to go in the round. Dasmarinas needs this round. He needs to bank it.
Cardio of Plange, conditioning hugely impressive. He's been able to maintain this pace fairly well throughout.
Dasmarinas just back on with the body work there. A little flurry from Plange. Not enough though to take the round at this point if Dasmarinas can continue to land to the body. Working the lead hand from the Ghanian fighter. Heavy right hand from Dasmarinas.
Well, to extend this fight to round number 9 and maybe possibly to round number 10 is already for me an aggressive performance by Plange against the hard-hitting champion, Dasmarinas.
Well, there could be controversy if this goes to the books. Very close round. That's another round that is hard to beat. Plange, he thinks he landed the eye-catching punches for mine. Dasmarinas probably the hardest shot, the cleanest shot, but there was a flurry in the middle from Manyo Plange. So hard to pick. 1 round to go.
Very, very close.
Would not want to be a judge in this situation. You wonder what the congregation of fans here think of Marina Bay Sands as we check out the flashes from the Ghanaian. Has he hurt him? Has he wobbled him?
And a little uppercut, a couple of sharp right hands, but Dasmarinas, he does roll.
With JoJo Me, you can find like-minded friends and at the same time earn J-Cash to spend. Just download JoJo Me on Google Play and App Store right now. It's free, always.
Work of Dasmarinas, which will the judges weigh more favourably. This is the 10th and final round. The IBO World Champion Michael Dasmarinas against the upstart Manyo Plange from Ghana. And both boys need to bank this round. There's the lead right hand of Plange.
Talked about a potential fight of the night candidate. Certainly delivered.
It's a boxing show. This fight, you see both of these fighters really coming to fight high level, international level, and you know this. You can pit these guys with other bantamweights, and you know they will do well. But against each other, they're negating each other's advantages. Mike is having a difficult time connecting. The Black Flash is not really hurting Mike Dasmarinas, but you're seeing them both trying so hard to really win over the other.
The thing is, usually you see the difference in power from Dasmarinas. He makes other fighters well, but Plange has been able to take his best shots. His defense has been tight, and that's enabled him to deliver some of his own eye-catching, flashy combinations.
Bit of bruising coming out of the right cheek of Dasmarinas now. It's been a war of attrition.
He's still looking for that big shot over the top. Manyo Plange stealing the points back up for those body shots. Dasmarinas missing the opportunity. There's a nice right hook. He's missing the opportunity though to counter. Stealing the points once again, Manyo Plange. A good combination from Dasmarinas, but Plange not allowing the judges to rest on that. He sneaks the points back, Muhammad Ali style, with eye-catching flurries.
This is going to be a very, very close fight. Close to the judges.
Heavy body work, that right shot to the body with a little bit low to the hips of Manyo Plange. No tricks get past Kid Pine, picked it up straight away. Dasmarinas, head right, lead hand off the right hand, his jab, heavy body shot. Plange can't afford to let this one sit.
That's what we were talking about, Michael. Those body shots, you can see it, you can hear it from where we are. But not everybody sees that. Only 2-3 punches, they all connected, while Plange will throw 6-7, the 3 will connect. He looks more like a busy fighter.
Sharp on the right hand connected there off the body shots from Plange. Nothing on those. Dasmarinas though, 26 seconds to go in the round. Now needs to start to go to work. Both fighters need this 10th and final round. Dasmarinas needs to get back. 10 seconds to go in the round. Dasmarinas needs to go. The crowd on their feet. It is a non-title fight that has been destroyed. Manyo Plange is the power shots of Dasmarinas, or the flurries of Manyo Plange. This is very much the hometown zoo of Dasmarinas, although he's from the Philippines. Manyo Plange seems to have won the crowd over. Andrew Whitewell, well, this could be a rematch in the making.
Oh, you would have thought so. I'd certainly watch this one back again. I think anyone in the crowd here tonight who hadn't heard of Manyo Plange, they have now. Remember the name because he would have won you over. The Black Flash named so for a reason. Some brilliant flurries throughout the fight. Dealt well with the power of Dasmarinas as well, didn't he? And he never slowed down. The cardio, phenomenal.
Well, he was able to dictate the tempo, particularly from the third round onwards. And that took the emphasis away from Michael Dasmarinas, didn't allow him to operate at the pace he wanted to operate, and he looked a little bit ragged as a consequence, but it's still going to come down to that subjective decision from the judges, the angles they're at. Did they like the power punching? Did they like the body work? Or did they like the flashy combinations? Not all of which landed from the Ghanian.
Well, first and foremost, he was much faster. I'm talking about Plange, right? That's very clear. He was much faster, he was shiftier than Dasmarinas, and that's why he was making Dasmarinas miss. However, Dasmarinas was connecting not as much as he would want him to connect, so he was actually hurting Plange. But Plange was throwing...
Lahat tayo, may kanya-kanyang laban. Iba-iba. Araw-araw. May laban ka ba? Cobra! May lakas ng vitamin D complex, sorin, ginseng at inositol na tumutulong para kahit walang katapusan ng laban, walang atrasan. Thank you, Idol. Ayun. Para sa amin, pag meron ka nito, wala kang talo.
Supported Plange, very happy, he's still smiling.
Well, the
Whichever way
expectations
this goes, this is going to be controversial.
Of course, either way. But the expectation sets you up for this kind of emotion. Obviously, Dasmarinas thought that he was going to knock this guy out. Although we expected a very strong fighter, he did very well and it went to the scorecards.
Oh, there is a lot of work there, a lot of fussing over the scorecards being double-checked by Ian Scott from the IBO. It's a non-title fight. He's still moving and grooving, Manyo Plange. I'll tell you what, he will set Singapore alight if he takes the victory. Dasmarinas head bow. Swing rounds in round 3, in round 7, and again in round 9.
Ladies and gentlemen in the Marina Bay Sands, please, once again, make some noise for these two warriors! Ringstar Boxing at its finest. This was the Roar of Singapore, and it was fantastic bantamweight action. After 10 3-minute rounds of bantamweight action, our judges have come to a conclusion, and I will go over the numbers. They scored this competition 93-97, 95-95, 96-94. For your conclusion, this bout has been called a draw. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for both fighters.
Manyo Plange, well, surely he set himself up for a rematch. Dasmarinas, it was very close, and it was a split draw also. Only one judge had it 95-95, the other two split by some margin. Dasmarinas quick to get out of the ring, perhaps he feels he's got out of jail. And the Ghanian flag, well, that's a moral victory for Manyo Plange, particularly in the hometown, if you like, of the Filipino fighter here in Singapore.
The Ghanaian then remains undefeated. We have to see the rematch, and it has to be for the title.
Well, you see that the crowd is obviously supporting him, Plange, because he did very well. Again, we start off with expectations. No? We expected Dasmarinas to actually knock this guy out because he'd never heard of Plange. So Plange comes in, does what he does best, black flash, speed, getting out of the way, and you know, people are entertained. But the scores are this, and this is what we're going to live with. Yes, I agree, maybe a rematch is in the making.
And there you can see the crowd has been won over. Certainly they were impressed by the flashy combination of the black flash from Ghana. And it will be interesting to see how the matchmaker